When you give to United Way, it definitely has an impact on someone's life.
I give because.
I give because.
There are thousands of stories like mine, where people have benefited directly from the United Way campaign.
I give because.
I give because.
To be able to give back and help out is a big deal for me. Name is Dermot Jones. I'm a CT5 for the Metro E department. Been working at Comcast for 15 years now. We do anywhere from residential triple play installs to basically a fiber circuit install. I am a sickle cell patient. This is a big step for me to open up and tell people about this. Life growing up as a child was difficult. Half of my life was in the hospital. There was things that I couldn't do or my parents wouldn't allow me to do for fear that it would set off a crisis. And I've learned how to adjust my life accordingly to stay healthy. Being a dad with sickle cell has its challenges. My wife, she's great. She stuck by me for 18 years through thick and thin, sickness and health. And I literally mean that. United Way, it's actually opened up an avenue for me to be able to give to the Sickle Cell Foundation. And there's a lot of people that may not be as fortunate as I am to have a job that gives me benefits so I can go to a sickle cell specialist. There's research that needs to be done and education that needs to be done. I give because I am a sickle cell patient. I've lived with it. I know the challenges, and I feel that giving would help somebody else to be able to deal with it and live with it successfully.
The town that I live in and that I was raised in is called Maywood. It's a very small town. My name is Marilyn L. Brewer, and I'm a residential inbound sales representative in the Oak Brook Call Center. On April 6th of 1997, my landlord was at the back door and he's beating on the door. He's like, "You have to get out of the building is on fire." And I went into a panic because I had 3 small children. I didn't know where they were. I turned around and in a split second, my whole living room and dining room was full of smoke. I mean, it happened so fast. And I'm like, the kids. And he's like, "Come out of the building. They're okay." Came out of the building and it just traveled extremely fast. It blew the roof off of the building and we lost everything. That was when I first became aware of United Way.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, let's go. United Way and also Red Cross, they gave funding for our actual living space and even food for me and my family. I give because I was given an opportunity and I want to let someone else have an opportunity.
I'm Ronni at I do program scheduling for 4 of the NBC-owned stations. I've been a part of the NBC Comcast family just over 32 years now. Dan's my middle son. Danny's awesome. Danny is a major fisherman.
Good one, Dan.
He is loving, he is compassionate, he's kind, he's handsome, and he's my son. At birth, we did not know there was going to be, any special needs or any concerns with Dan. As Danny was progressing, we were basically told Dan was going to have developmental delays and he's going to need special services. We got hooked up with an organization called the Arc of the Farmington Valley, FAVAR for short. Dan likes to work outdoors, so they literally started a landscaping service. Dan works Monday through Friday, 9 to 2.
I love my job. I love it. And we get paid every 2 weeks.
Dan, like his brother, just told me constantly when he grows up, he's moving out and getting his own apartment. And FAVAR contacted me and told me they had an opening.
Hey, bud, how are ya?
It'll be 4 years this October. And Dan lives with 2 other roommates in a 3-bedroom townhouse. He grocery shops, he does his own laundry. It's amazing. He's got a well-rounded life because of Favar now. And without the support of United Way supporting Favar, I have no idea what Dan's life would have been like. I give because I know the funding for the programs that help my son wouldn't exist if not for the help of the United Way.
My name is Michael Mascaro. I am the Director of Advanced Services for Western New England region here at Comcast. My wife Erica and I got married last year in March, and now we have a nice home together, kind of in the country a little bit. So growing up compared to where I am, at this point in my life is quite a transition. We had what I would consider kind of a middle-class lifestyle, and when my mom and my father split, there was a point in our life where we were receiving government assistance.
This is where I grew up here in this building. I have a few of my friends, they're childhood friends, but some of them unfortunately have passed away and some of them are in prison.
When I first was connected with Big Brothers Big Sisters, I met Tim at about 8 years old, and it was a great day in my life. I just remember wanting to be like Tim.
Who's here? Hey, Tim. How's it going, buddy? Good. Good to see you.
So I still stay in touch with Tim today. I think one of the most extraordinary things about our particular match is that this is 30 years later that we still stay in touch. Right now I'm mentoring Yvonne. This is going to be our second full-time year together coming into the school season. Yvonne is he's an intelligent, bright little boy. He keeps me on my toes. He loves being around, I think, me. I think genuinely I feel that, and I love being around him. He's just a great little boy. I can only hope that I am having the same impact on Yvonne as that, what Tim had on my life. I could never pay back Tim and tell you how that's changed my life. It's immeasurable. There are thousands of stories like mine, where people have benefited directly from the United Way campaign. I'm living proof that there are people in this world who start off in some disadvantaged situation, and these programs really do work. I give because someone gave me the gift of time when I needed it most, and I hope that I can return the favor and give that gift to someone else.